Hello friends, Merry Christmas and a very warm welcome to the Crochet Hook channel. See, today I have gotten this beautiful Christmas decoration. This is Princess Carriage or the pumpkin cart as we call it, and I have worked two of the kind in two different colors and they look so stunningly beautiful. Have a look. You can just tie a string here and add it on a tree as well. For the friends who are joining me here for the first time, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That really motivates, inspires, that keeps us connected. You get a notification each time I post on my channel, and that really helps our channel grow, our community grow. Also, please do check on my channel. I have shared videos on working a bell, a crochet bell with holly leaves and berries, and also I have shared a beautiful Christmas tree on my channel. Please do find the link for the two in the description box and also in the iCard. So let's begin working this beautiful Princess Carriage together. So here to crochet this beautiful cart, I have chosen this Hobby India crochet thread in two shades as you can see, and I'll be crocheting it with the crochet hook of 2.0 millimeters. You will also need a sewing needle with a big eye to sew in the loose ends wherever they are, and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. So here to begin with, we'll first work a slip knot, and see, this is the non-working end and this is the working end. Now fold the working end onto the non-working end like this and hold this loop with your middle finger and thumb and the rest of the thread as if you're going to crochet. Now insert the hook through this loop and draw up a loop through it like this. Simply tighten it up. This is your slip knot worked. And now here we're going to work chains. So then here work 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now insert the hook into the very first chain and drop a loop, work a slip stitch to join. See, we have a magic ring created here. And now we are going to work into this ring. So then here work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, then yarn over, and we are going to work 2 double crochets together. So with your yarn over, insert the hook at the center of the ring and drop a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. Again yarn over, insert the hook at the center of the ring and drop a loop. We have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through all the remaining 3 loops like this. So here we have worked 2 double crochets together. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and at the top of this 2 DC together like this. Insert the hook, drop a loop and work a slip stitch. We want to work a picot here like this at the top of this double crochet together. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and again insert the hook at the center of the ring, drop a loop. See, we have 2 loops on the hook. We are going to work a single crochet. So yarn over, pull through both the loops, right? This is what we have created here. Again, we'll be working this same pattern 2 more times. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Then we'll work 2 double crochets together. So yarn over, insert the hook at the center of the ring, drop a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. Again yarn over, insert the hook at the center of the ring, drop a loop. We have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. Then we have 3 loops remaining, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops. We have 2 double crochets together worked. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Will work a picot with this 3 chains just created at the top of this 2 DC together. So insert the hook like this, drop a loop and work a slip stitch. 1 picot is worked, right? Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and at the center of the ring here insert the hook, drop a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both the loops. 1 single crochet is worked. One more time we'll work the same pattern. So here then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, insert the hook at the center of the ring, drop a loop, then yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. Yarn over again, insert the hook at the center of the ring, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through the remaining loops, right? Then here we are going to work a picot, so then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. At the top of this 2 DC together, insert the hook like this, drop a loop, work a slip stitch to work a picot with this chain 3 just created. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and at the center of the ring here, insert the hook, drop a loop and work it like 1 single crochet like this, right? So we have created 3 petals of this sort. Having worked these 3 petals, we have this loose end. Let's first sew this loose end on the back side before we move any further. So I'll just, with the help of my needle on the back side, this is how I'm securing this loose end. And then a little more at the center here. And having secured it enough, just cut that extra thread. Having worked these 3 petals, work 2 chains, 1 and 2 and yarn over. At the center of the ring, work 1 double crochet. This will be taken as 2 DC together. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and again we'll work 2 DC together. So yarn over and insert the hook at the center of the ring, work 1 double crochet halfway, yarn over again, insert the hook at the center of the ring, work the next double crochet halfway, then yarn over, pull through all the loops, 2 DC together is worked. So here we have worked a pair of 2 DC together separated by 2 chains. Then work 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we'll work this pattern, a pair of 2 DC together again here. So yarn over, work 2 DC together into the ring. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, then yarn over, work 1 more 2 DC together here. Like this. This is what we have created till now. And now from here onwards, see, this will be the tip of our card. As you can see here, this is the tip of our card. And now from this 2 DC together till this 2 DC together, we'll be working to and fro like this. So this is the tip of our card, the 3 petals, and now we'll be working to and fro like that, right? So then here turn the work, and we want to reach this chain to space. So work 1 slip stitch here to reach this chain to space between the 2 pairs of 2 DC together. And here then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and then work 1 DC. This will be counted as 2 DC together. And then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Then yarn over, work 2 DC together in the same chain to space here. Like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over in this chain 5 at the center here, work 1 double crochet, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over again at the center in this chain 5 here, work 1 more double crochet. A V-stitch is created in this chain 5, and we'll again repeat the same pattern on this side. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over into this chain 2 space of the next 2 DC together pairs. Here we'll work this same pattern, 2 DC together 2 times. So into this chain 2 space here, work 2 DC together 1 time, because we are going to work a pair. And here work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over, work 1 more 2 DC together. Like this. This is what we have created till now, right? And now we'll move on this side. So then again turn the work, and we want to reach this chain 3 space here. So just loosen the loop and into this chain 3 space, work a slip stitch to reach there. And here work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. We are going to work 2 DC together. So yarn over, work 1 double crochet, and this will be counted as 2 DC together here. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2. Then yarn over, work 2 DC together, 1 time here. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and one more time work a 2 DC together in the same chain 3 space below. Like this. This is what we have created here, right? Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and nextly we are going to work into this chain 3 into this V stitch at the center, okay, into this chain 3 of this V stitch at the center. So here then into this chain 3 space we are going to work 9 double crochets. So yarn over, and into this chain 3 space of the V stitch at the center work 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is what we have created. And now again we'll repeat this pattern on this side as well. So we'll work 3 chains, and then 3 times we'll be working 2 DC together separated by 2 chains twice. So then work 3 chains on this side, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over is between the 2 DC together pair here. Work 1 2 DC together like this. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2. One more time work 1 2 DC together in the same chain 3 space. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and one more 2 DC together in the same chain 3 space. Simple. This is what we have created till now. Now here then turn the work, and we want to reach this first chain 2 space here. So just loosen the loop, and into this first chain 2 space available work a slip stitch to reach there, and again work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, work 1 double crochet into the same chain 2 space below. This will be taken as, this is equivalent to 1 2 DC together. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over into the same chain 2 space below, work 2 DC together one more time like this. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and into this next in this chain 2 space of the next 2 DC together pair here we'll work the same pattern. So yarn over into the next chain 2 here, work 2 DC together one time, then work 2 chains, yarn over, work one more 2 DC together here. Like this, right? Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over. See, we have 9 double crochets here. Atop every double crochet head will work 1 double crochet and then work 1 chain. So at the top of the first double crochet work 1 double crochet and then work 1 chain. Yarn over into the next DC below, work 1 double crochet, then work 1 chain, right? Again yarn over into the next double crochet below, work 1 double crochet and work 1 chain, 1 DC into the next DC below and 1 chain. Yarn over, work 1 DC into the next DC below and 1 chain. Yarn over, 1 DC into the next DC below, then work 1 chain. Yarn over, work 1 DC into the next DC below, then work 1 chain, and here we have 2 double crochets to go. Yarn over into the next double crochet, work 1 double crochet and work 1 chain, then yarn over into this last double crochet also, insert the hook, work the last double crochet of this set here, the center, And then on this side again we'll work this pattern. So we'll be working 3 chains and then 2 pairs of 2 DC together, the way we did on this side. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and into the first chain to space here between 2 DC together, work 2 sets of 2 DC together. So here is so this is 1 time 2 DC together, then work 2 chains, yarn over 1 more time, into the same chain to space, work 2 DC together like this. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, into the next chain to space also we'll work a pair of 2 DC together separated by 2 chains, yarn over, here also work 1 time 2 DC together like this, then work 2 chains, then 1 more time work a 2 DC together like this. This is what we have created so far, right? Now here then again turn the work and we want to reach this first chain to space. So here work a slip stitch to reach there. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, work 1 double crochet into the same chain to space. This will be counted as our first 2 DC together. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, work 1 more 2 DC together into the same chain to space below. Like this. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, skip the next 2 chain space into this next chain to space between the 2 DC together pair here. Again work a pair of 2 DC together. So 1 time 2 DC together, then work 2 chains and 1 more time 2 DC together into the same chain to space. Simple. This is what we have created. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Then see, we have this first double crochet here and after that we have this 1 chain gap. So into this 1 chain gap insert the hook, drop a loop and work 1 single crochet here like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and skip the next double crochet into the next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet. And we're just going to repeat this loop pattern 6 more times. Again work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, into the next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet, right? Work 3 chains, into the next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet. 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, into the next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet. Again work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, into the next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet. Again work 3 chains and into this next chain 1 space, work 1 single crochet. One more time, 3 chains and into this last chain 1 space here, work 1 single crochet. We have here 7 loops of chain 3 created, right? Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and here again we'll create this pattern on this side. So yarn over and into the first chain to space, work a 2 DC together, then work 2 chains and work a 2 DC together into the same chain to space. Right? Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and skip the next chain to space and into the next chain to space here. Again work a pair of 2 DC together separated by 2 chains. So 2 DC together 1 time, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and 1 more time into the same chain to space, work 1 2 DC together like this. Simple. This is how it looks. Now again here turn the work and again we want to reach this chain to space here, so then work 1 slip stitch to reach there. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over, work 1 double crochet into the same chain to space. This is taken as 1 2 DC together, then work 2 chains yarn over into the same chain 2 space 1, work 1 2DC together, one more time like this, right? Now work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and here see into this next chain 3, in this top chain here insert the hook, in this top chain here insert the hook and work 1 single crochet like this. Then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3 and yarn over into this chain 2 space. Next between the 2 DC together pair here again we'll work 2 DC together. Then work 2 chains. One more time work a 2 DC together here like this. This is what we have created this time. Then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and again here we have these chain 3 loops. So into the first chain 3 loop at the center of it work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3. Into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3. Into the next chain 3 loop at the center of it work 1 single crochet, work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3. Into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 space work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3. Into the next chain 3 space work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and here the last chain 3 space here. So here also just work 1 single crochet. So the mid section is worked for this row, and now we'll create the same section here on this end. So then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, yarn over into the next chain 2 space here, work a 2 DC together. Then work 2 chains 1 and 2, one more 2 DC together into the same chain 2 space like this. Now work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and this chain 3 ahead in this top third chain here from the back side insert the hook, work 1 single crochet, then again work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and into the next chain 2 space we'll work 2 pairs of 2 DC together. So here work 1 2 DC together first, then work 2 chains, then one more time work a 2 DC together here like this. This is how it looks till now. Now again turn the work, and to reach the next chain 2 space here work 1 slip stitch, then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, yarn over work 1 double crochet here, then work 2 chains 1 and 2, yarn over work 1 2 DC together into this chain 2 space like this. Then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3. Skip the first chain 3 and single crochet, and in this next chain 3 in the top third chain here, in this top third chain here work 1 single crochet like this, right? Now here then work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over into this next chain 2 between the 2 DC together pairs, work a 2 DC together, then work 2 chains 1 and 2, yarn over one more 2 DC together in the same chain 2 space like this, right? This is what we have created on this end. Now work 3 chains 1, 2 and 3, and here skip the next chain 3 and single crochet, and in this first loop of chain 3 here work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, chain 3, into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, chain 3 again, into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, chain 3 again, Into the next chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet, chain 3 again. Into this last loop of chain 3 here also work 1 single crochet like this. And now we'll create this pattern again on this end. So then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3 between these two 2DC together. Here yarn over, work 1 2DC together like this. Then work 2 chains, then yarn over, work 2DC together one more time. Into the same chain 2 space below like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and here in this first chain at the top, insert the hook, work 1 single crochet like this. Then work 3 chains, then yarn over. We have this 2DC together pair, and here in this chain 2 we'll work the same pattern. So work a 2DC together, then work 2 chains, then yarn over, work one more 2DC together here like this, right? This is how it looks. Again, turn the work and into this chain 2 space, work a slip stitch to reach there. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, one more DC into this chain 2 space. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, work 1 2DC together here like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. Then skip the first chain 3 and single crochet and into this next chain 3 here in this top chain, this next chain 3 in this top chain here. Insert the hook in this top chain and work 1 single crochet like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and in this chain 2 space ahead, work 1 2DC together the same way as we do. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, one more 2DC together in the same chain 2 space like this. This is how it looks on the edges. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and we have chain 3 loops here at the center of this card. So skip the first chain 3 and single crochet, and into this first loop of chain 3 work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 at the center, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 in the center, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains. Into the next chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet like this. So here we have 1 2 3 4 loops of chain 3 worked, and now work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, and we'll create this pattern again on this end. So then, having worked this chain 3 here, yarn over, and into this first chain 2 space between the 2DC together pair here, work 1 2DC together, then work 2 chains, then yarn over, work one more 2DC together into the same chain 2 space below. Then here work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, and into this chain 3 here in this top chain, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, yarn over, into this next chain 2 space between the 2DC together pair here, work 1 2DC together like this, then work 2 chains, then yarn over, work one more 2DC together here like this. This is how it looks till now. Again, turn the work, loosen the loop a little, and into this first chain 2 space, work a slip stitch to reach there. Then work 3 chains, yarn over, work 1 double crochet. This stands for 1 2DC together. Then work 2 chains, yarn over, into the same chain 2 space, work one more 2DC together like this. Then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, then skip this first chain 3 and single crochet, and in this next chain 3 here, in the top third chain, insert the hook and work 1 single crochet here like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, and in this chain 2 ahead work 1 2DC together like this. Then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, 1 more 2DC together into the same chain 2 space below like this, right? Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. See, we have these loops ahead into this first chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet, then 3 chains, again into the next chain 3, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, into the next chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, and into the next chain 3 space work 1 single crochet. So this time we have created 3 loops, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and yarn over into this chain 2 between the 2DC together pair here. We'll create a pair of the same kind, so work a 2DC together like this, then work 2 chains, yarn over, work 1 more 2DC together into the same chain 2 space like this. Then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and here into this chain 3, in this top chain here work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over into this chain 2 space ahead between the 2DC together pairs. Again work the same pattern, so work a 2DC together first like this, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, one more time work 1 2DC together here like this. This is how it looks so far. Again turn the work, and we want to reach this chain 2 space, so work 1 slip stitch to reach here, and here again work 3 chains, yarn over, work 1 more double crochet into the same chain 2 space, then work 2 chains, then yarn over into the same chain 2 space, work 1 2DC together like this, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and skip the first chain 3 and single crochet, and into the next chain 3, in its top chain here insert the hook and work 1 single crochet like this, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over into the next chain 2 ahead between the 2DC together pair, work a 2DC together pair the same way. Having worked a 2DC together, work 2 chains, then yarn over, 1 more 2DC together into the same chain 2 space below like this, right? Now work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and we have 3 loops here. We'll be creating 2 loops atop them this time. So into the first chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, into the next chain 3 loop work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, into the next chain 3 space work 1 single crochet. Then see, we have here this time only created 2 loops, then we'll be working this pattern again here, so work 3 chains, yarn over, and across this here between the 2DC together pair in the chain 2 here work a 2DC together, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, and again 1 more 2DC together into the same chain 2 space like this, then work 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and here in this top third chain work 1 single crochet, then 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3, and here in this chain 2 space between the 2DC together pair, yarn over, work a 2DC together pair the same way, 2DC together one time, then work 2 chains, one more time work a 2DC together here. This is how it looks till now. You can now have an idea of how it's coming up, right? Now here then, turn the work, and this time we want to slip stitch till this first chain 2 space on this side, all across till here. So in the first chain 2 space, work 1 slip stitch loosely. Atop this 2 DC together, work 1 slip stitch loosely, and here into this chain 3, just work 1 slip stitch into every chain, then into this single crochet, work 1 slip stitch loosely. Again into this next 3 chains, work a slip stitch, 1 into each of this chains ahead, 2 and 1 more here, 3, and then atop this 2 DC together also work 1 slip stitch, and then work 1 slip stitch to reach this chain 2 space here, right? So we slip stitch all across till this chain 2 space. Now here work 3 chains, yarn over, work 1 double crochet, then work 2 chains, then yarn over, work 1 2 DC together below into this chain 2 space below, right? Now work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, and here into this first chain of loop 3, work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, and into the next chain 3 loop, work 1 single crochet, right? Then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, yarn over, and in this chain 2 space work a 2 DC together, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, one more time, work a 2 DC together here, like this. This is how it looks till now. Now turn the work, and we want to reach this chain 2 space, so here work 1 slip stitch, then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, yarn over, work 1 double crochet here, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, work a 2 DC together into this chain 2 here, like this. Then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, and here we have just one loop of chain 3 at the center. So here at the center chain 3, just work 1 single crochet, then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, yarn over, and between the pair of this 2 DC together here, work a 2 DC together first, then work 2 chains, then work one more 2 DC together here, like this. This is how it's coming up. Now turn the work, and again work a slip stitch to reach this chain 2 space here, then work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, yarn over, work 1 double crochet here, then work 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, work 1 2 DC together here, like this. Then across this also into this chain 2 again we'll work this 2 DC together. So then into this next chain 2 here also work a 2 DC together, then work 2 chains and work a 2 DC together here. The same way, this is how it looks. Now here work 3 chains, 1 2 and 3, turn the work, and in this corner, in this top third chain here, work 1 slip stitch to join it here like this, and here put a knot, and leaving a little tail, cut the thread, secure the knot well, and this is the back side of our work, and secure this loose end also in this back side here neatly. So here this portion of the card gets ready. Now we'll be working wheels and joining them here on both the sides. Here we begin with the wheel, and at the center of the wheel I'll be working with this off-white shade. So first work a slip knot. This is how I prefer my slip knots. tighten it up, and good to go. Now work 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Insert the hook into the very first chain, work a slip stitch, a magic ring is created. Now work 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then work 1 more chain. So a total of 4 chains we have worked. 3 chains stand for a double crochet and the next 1 chain stands for 1 chain gap in the pattern. Now yarn over and insert the hook at the center of this ring, drop a loop, work 1 double crochet and then work 1 chain, and 1 double crochet, 1 chain we have to repeat a total of 12 times in this round, 2 times done. Again into this ring, work 1 double crochet, then work 1 chain. Again work 1 double crochet into this ring, then work 1 chain. Like this, work a total of 12 times, and I'll see you at the end here. See here, I have worked 12 repetitions, 12 double crochets separated by 1 chain spaces, and here I have worked my last double crochet and chain also, and here in this 1, 2, 3 top 3rd chain, work 1 slip stitch to join this round here. And because I'm going to change the color, I'll put a knot and cut the thread. You can still continue with the same shade if you wish. So here I'm cutting this thread and just secure it on the back side here. So here with this new shade, I'm just working a slip knot, and then we'll add this shade with our ring here. So top any double crochet here, just insert the hook, drop a loop and work a slip stitch to join it here. Then work 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. First chain 3 stands for 1 double crochet, next chain 2 is the chain 2 gap in the pattern. Yarn over and into the next double crochet, work 1 double crochet, and this is the pattern that we have to repeat all the way round. 1 double crochet, chain 2, again work 2 chains, yarn over into the next double crochet ahead, work here, work 1 double crochet, right, work 2 chains, into the next double crochet, atop it, work 1 double crochet like this. Just repeat 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain all the way round. We'll end it together. See here, I have worked it all the way round and the last set to go. So here is the last set of 2 chains, and in this top 3rd chain here, insert the hook and work 1 slip stitch to join this round here. This is the second round of a wheel. So now here then, work 1 chain and into the same double crochet, work 1 single crochet, and we'll be working single crochets for some time, and then for the rest of the wheel we'll join it with our card. So into the next chain 2 space here, work 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and into the next double crochet ahead, work 1 single crochet, right, into the next chain 3, work 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and into this next double crochet, work 1 single crochet. Again into the next chain 3 space, work 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, into the next double crochet, work 1 single crochet. This is what we are creating. Again into the next chain 3 space, work 3 single crochets, into the next double crochet, work 1 single crochet like this, right, into the next chain 3, work 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3, into the next double crochet, work 1 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more to go. Into the next chain 3 space, work 3 single crochets, into the next double crochet, work 1 single crochet, into the next chain 3, work 3 single crochets, into the next double crochet, work 1 single crochet, and see here we have worked 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 till 7 chain 3 spaces. We have worked this pattern, and now before we work the rest of the wheel, we'll also begin joining it with our card. So here, see, from this corner here till where we have these two sets of 2 DC together pairs. So first put a marker here. It may help you to recognize the stitches, and in this last row where we have this single crochet, chain 3, and this second last pair of this 2 DC together, at the tip here put a marker. Till here we'll be joining our wheel. So here we have got a total of 11 stitches. I'll be just guiding you through. So keep the card like this, and from here we'll begin joining. Okay, so at the base of this first 2 DC together here where we had our marker, we'll just grab the superficial thread like this and work a slip stitch gently like so. Then into the next chain 3 ahead, in this wheel work 3 single crochets, 1 2 and 3. Into the next double crochet work 1 single crochet, simple. And now here at the base of this we'll grab a thread here and work a slip stitch here. So at the base of this here, just grab a superficial thread and work 1 slip stitch. Again, into this next chain 3 in the wheel work 3 single crochets, 1 2 and 3. Then into this next double crochet work 1 single crochet, and again here, see, at the base of this 2 DC together here we'll work a slip stitch. Just grab the superficial thread neatly, so just hold it gently, and from this side grab the yarn, work a slip stitch gently here. Again into the wheel in its next chain 3 here work 3 single crochets, 1 2 and 3. See, this is how it looks. So we have slip stitch 3 times, and now see we have 3 chain space here, 3 chain space here, and between these two DC together we have 2 chain space, and this time we're just going to work slip stitches into these chain spaces. 3 slip stitches here in this chain 3, 3 slip stitch here in the next chain 3, and 2 slip stitches here into this 2 DC together here, right? So again grab this entire thing and into this next DC here work 1 single crochet, and then into the next chain 3 into the first chain work 1 slip stitch, then into the next chain 3 work 1 single crochet in the wheel, and into the next chain ahead here work 1 slip stitch. Again into the wheel work the second single crochet, and into the next chain ahead here work 1 slip stitch, and into the wheel 1 more single crochet in this chain 3 space here, right? Then here into the next chain 3 work the first slip stitch. Now into this next double crochet here work 1 single crochet, right? Now we are working into the next chain 3 space and worked 1 slip stitch into the second chain. Just grab a loop, work a slip stitch there. Into this chain 3 space in the wheel work 1 single crochet here, and then here third slip stitch of this chain 3 space here, and again into the wheel, work 1 single crochet, and here take out the marker and into this chain 2 space here, work 1 slip stitch, then 1 more single crochet here into the wheel and 1 more slip stitch atop this like this, and just slip stitch into this first single crochet, then work there in the wheel, and this gets all attached to the card. See, it's so neatly been attached to the card, the wheel, and here, because this wheel is complete now, I'll put a knot and leaving a little tail, cut the thread, secure the knot well, and secure this loose end on the back side of the wheel here. Just like the way we have worked this wheel and attached it with the card, work another wheel, attach it here properly with the card. See here, when we joined this first wheel, we began joining it from this end. We had marked these 2 points and we began joining from this end, and we slip stitch all across till here. But it is advisable that when you're working the next wheel, when you're joining the next wheel, you just mark the 2 locations, the 2 points, and then begin joining from this end this time and all till here. This will be easy, and also the neatness of the work will be there. So otherwise you can work it the way you wish, but I felt more convenient while joining from this side to this side. Just a suggestion. I absolutely loved working this beautiful princess carriage or the pumpkin cart with you. If you like the video, please do hit that subscribe button to stay connected. Have fun learning, have fun crocheting. Much love and light to you all. See you next time.